form rebel armies. In all the time I've played Total War games, I've never had a city attacked by a rebel army. It just doesn't happen. So that's not going to be an issue. I just want to watch these rebels die. It's something of a habit of mine. If I start a battle, I want to finish it if my forces are capable of it. And they are more than capable of finishing these rebel scumbags.
Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory!
Indeed it is. See, I lost about 100 men out of a total of nearly 300, but they lost all 481 of them. I call that an acceptable trade-off, wouldn't you? Oh, sweet. And they're not opposed to Roman rule. So I'm going to occupy rather than sack. And the Senate paid me. Now, I will raise the taxes to very high. I'm going to recruit 1 unit of peasants also. Build a wooden palisade. A shrine to Mars. Roads and a barracks. I know I technically shouldn't be using previous game knowledge like this, but I just remember from this settlement, down here is where the Greeks and Macedons are, and they have a tendency to attack Apolonia as soon as I start moving for their lands. So I want to build up this settlement as quickly as possible. Well, that's everything I'll be doing this turn. Take settlement Thermon. That's the first Greek settlement. I kind of want to build up my army a little first. Just because Thermon's never been exactly underdefended. Well, it is. It looks to be underdefended, but there's always at least one Greek army sitting in these mountains. At least that's what I remember. And they, for some reason, they have a problem with me taking their territory. They tend to declare war, strange as that is. And as you can see, they have another army right outside it. So I'm not going to attack it right away. Let's double check that Senate mission. I have 10 turns. That's enough to build up my forces, I think. I have a reasonably sized army. So, this, and I also want to start building my economy a little more. those places are in decent shape. I'm not gonna be making anything this turn, but oh well. Oh, my bad. I was just losing a little bit. It's not that I won't make anything. And I also need a land clearance to feed my troops. Let's get a wooden wall and a practice range. I want to start churning out soldiers in Apolonia for the invasion of those Greek lands soon. But for the
Ready to
time
sail.
being,
Yes, Captain.
I'll send my fleet back over. Build a couple of town watches there. Let me see. Yeah. What can I do next? Well, everywhere's recruiting and building that can, so I'll end my turn. Macedon wants trade rights. Well, Greece between me and them, mostly, with the exception of one or two small settlements, so I don't see a problem. But in these early stages, I find it handy to charge for things like that. But I'm not too greedy, so I'll accept their offer. End of turn report. One of my sons is coming of age. I can remove them from the queue. Start recruiting some Hastati. Tarentum. Is doing well. Let me see about you, Croton. You're on my mainland, so I think you would do well as an economic settlement. So, Shrine to Mercury and trade. But I'll also build a wooden wall. It's handy for most, if not all, of your settlements to have walls. Greece wants to trade with me. Well, I'll be breaking it when I attack them fairly soon, but if I can get a little bit of extra money in between then and now, I think that would be very helpful. Let's see if I can bargain them up a little bit. 500, what say you? Yes, I'm not too greedy, but I do like to get some extra money when possible. And I'm recruiting a bit of an army in Tarentum, because I remember from previous games there's one or two settlements along this strip. If I could take them, that would increase my income, and therefore allow me to put more money towards preparing an army for an invasion of the Greek states. Which would be quite handy. So, let's see what I can do. These places are already building. I don't need to do anything else in Croton. Apolonia is building a barracks and a land clearance. Now to check the state of my finances. I'm not in the red, and I'm not losing anything this turn. That's nice. There is a Greek army outside of Apolonia. I am fairly concerned by this. If they decide to attack me, I could repel it without any trouble. But still, I would prefer if they were not in my lands. They do this quite often, though. We shall just have to see where it leads. Interesting, though. Numidia declares war on Carthage. Again. They seem to follow this same routine, no matter how many times I play through the game. I don't mind it. I just wish they would switch things up a little. Well... I'm making a reasonable amount of money. So, I'm going to quick save. Hang on a second. I just have to check something. Okay, plenty of time left. End turn, I think. Yes, I thought that would be the case. Early on like this, Greece loves to move its troops into my territory, yet not do anything with them. I don't mind, it just irritates me. And another war declared. Yet somehow they never seem to kill each other. Just declare war and stand around. I'm not even kidding. They just stand there and wait. The population of this settlement's not too high, though. I wish they wouldn't do that. I'm getting a pretty... Let's see. That should be a reasonable army. If I take just one turn, then I can sail out here and take a settlement. And to those of you who are saying I shouldn't be using metagame knowledge, this is the way I usually play. I'm just hoping it goes alright this time. Because Greece and Macedon, while they give me a decent amount of problems, they're not the ones that drive me to complete and utter frustration every single time, constantly, without fail. Factions that do that for me, as it happens, and I'm losing a little money. Anyways, the factions that do that are in fact Thrace and Carthage, as well as whatever that other faction down here in South Africa that's not Carthage or Egypt. They do it too. In turn, I'm done here. And for those of you who are coming here hoping I'd be invading 12 nations within the space of 5 seconds or something, I suggest you get used to this. This is the way Total War games, for me anyways, are played. Slow-paced at the beginning, but they pick up at the end. One of my family members has become a quaestor, or in the Senate. Not very helpful, but I'll take what I can get. And my land clearance is built. Please build your population faster, Apolonia. I want to be able to build the real military units, not have to ship them across from mainland Italy. More people at war with each other. There I see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I can take off 1 horse. A single unit of horses plus a general should be more than enough for these early settlements. Now, Croton is building.